Hey guys, it's Scott here and thank you for clicking this video. I hope you're all doing well. Today is something a little bit different and unfortunately I feel this is what it has come to, and we're going to be talking about Warzone. Now, I've played Call of Duty for, let's think, at least 10 years, maybe longer. Like, I was playing Call of Duty 4 and World at War, so I've played Call of Duty a long time. And now with Warzone, there is just so many issues plaguing the game that the player base has to be going down. I've seen so many threads on Reddit, people complaining about the same problems, and a lot of people saying they won't be playing it until things change. So let's talk about these issues. First of all, you've probably seen it already and come across it, and this is one of the biggest reasons people are refusing to play the game. But it is of course the DMR, the MAC-10 and the Diamantes. I believe that's how you pronounce it, but I'm not too sure, so don't quote me on that. Basically, the burst pistols. The DMR is the most overpowered gun I have ever seen in any Call of Duty game. Obviously, we've had things in the past like the Growl, the Snake Shots, the R9, and all these have been changed, but the thing is, by the time they change these weapons, they've already made a ton of money from selling blueprints, and it's already plagued the game too long for people to want to play it. This kind of thing just ruins the game completely. In the past, Call of Duty has always had overpowered weapons. I mean, you think back, Call of Duty 4 had the M16, World at War had the MP40, Modern Warfare 2 had the UMP. It was just always a thing, but it's never been this severe. And I think the DMR, it doesn't even have a glint on the scope. The recoil is easy to control. You've got a 30 round mag with no bolt chamber or anything like that. It's like a FAL, but it has no range drop off, and it's 175 damage with a headshot. That thing is ridiculous, and something needs doing about it, because all I am seeing people constantly moaning about this gun, that the MAC-10 and the burst pistols as well. The burst pistols are actually better than a MAC-10 at close range, and it just doesn't make sense. I'm not going to carry on too much about the DMR because we all know it's a big issue and it's plaguing the game, but the thing is, this is just one of the new things to happen that's been a constant problem in Warzone since it started. There's always been one weapon that stood out, and sometimes it hasn't been as bad as this, but it's still been a problem, and it just makes the meta. There is no balance in the guns, and people just constantly use this, and it takes the fun out of the game. You think to other games with better gun balancing, and there's a variety of guns that people will use, and unfortunately that's not the case, and it never has been the case with Warzone. And honestly, it really spoils it for me, and other people are obviously seeing this now. They're getting fed up with having this meta weapon. Every update, every time a new weapon comes, there's always one thing that seems to take over and that people use, and then that'll get nerfed, and it's just a never-ending cycle. It needs a whole new rebalance for this to work. Now, the other thing is, Rebirth has been changed again, so we had obviously Resurgence Trios, which for me brought a lot of fun back into the game, and I know a lot of other people liked it as well. But as of yesterday, they've now changed that to Quads Mini Royale on Rebirth Island, and it's not the same. Again, a lot of people angry about this on Reddit, and no one is happy, and they don't understand why Resurgence has been taken away, why things can't just be taken and left there. And it's a shame, because honestly, Resurgence, for me, like, Warzone was getting stale. I mean, they've not updated the map since it began. They've made a few little changes. They've opened Stadium and put a little bunker in the airport, but that's it. And I mean, we're almost a year into the game and there's been nothing. It's just getting very stale, and everything just becomes the same time after time. You know, we're stuck on this same map. Everyone's using the same weapons, and Resurgence and Rebirth kind of added something different to the game, something new, and made it feel fresh. Obviously, we were hoping for a bigger, newer map, but Rebirth is what we got, and I'm not too sure because I didn't play Black Ops 4, but apparently it is also a reskin of Alcatraz from Black Ops 4's Blackout. So again, it feels kind of cheap. Now, it's not the first time maps have been reskinned in a Call of Duty game, and I feel that's all it's become now. I feel Call of Duty has lost what it once was, and it's unfortunate because it's a great game, but money has taken over and business has taken over, and they've spoiled the fun. I think releasing a game every year has really ruined it. Modern Warfare was doing great, in my opinion. A lot of people seem to enjoy it. I've personally not even bought Cold War. I couldn't get on with it when I played it, so I never purchased it, and it's a shame because I wanted to like it. I loved Modern Warfare, and honestly that brought me back to the franchise quite a lot. But you see Cold War and the issues that's plaguing that, and when I played it, it just didn't feel as refined as Modern Warfare, even though they've had longer on the dev side of things to work on it. And it's all just become about chucking the game out, even if it's ready or not, chucking the new update out if it's ready or not, and getting more money, selling blueprints, selling battle passes, and that's all it's become. And it's a real shame because honestly, Call of Duty used to be a great game. I mean, you take a leaf out of other games, okay? Call of Duty is, I think, except sports games, probably one of the only FPSs to release a new game every year. I mean, if you look at Battlefield, for instance, a similar kind of game, they release one, every couple of years? And although the last one or two might not have been great, hopefully the next one will be, but we'll see. But again, you know, they kind of taken the time to work on it, so it's not as bad at launch as what Warzone has been with its updates. You know, it's just plagued with issues, and you know, there is the weapon meta, there is the new maps and all this kind of thing, but on top of that, there's also a new bug or something to break the game every time there is an update. I mean, I made a video on it. It's not the first time invincibility has been around in Warzone. We've also got the care package glitches. You know, there's always something, and the thing is with these weapons as well, they won't get patched for ages, and it'll be the meta for a good few weeks at least, I imagine, because sometimes they're just slow. They want to sell some blueprints, make some money, and honestly, every game is just becoming the same. It's people with DMRs and MAC-10s and burst pistols, and you have, unless you get involved in that meta, you have no chance of even winning the game. And it's like, well, what's the point? You know, why should I play this game? And where's the money that Activision and Blizzard are making going to make this game more fun and competitive? Honestly, it's becoming very stale and very quickly. Like, if you think of, I know a lot of people don't play Fortnite no more, but it's still got a huge player base. Apex has still obviously brought some people back by doing the new map and stuff, but Warzone is just plagued with so many issues. I feel like its lifespan is going to be very, very short. There is so many issues with hackers on PC as well. You've got imbalanced guns, dodgy glitches, and there is no communication between the fans and Activision and the community. And it's just, there's never any updates on when something's going to be fixed. It's just like, oh yeah, it's been fixed now. And I know I sound really negative about this, but honestly, like, Rebirth was a ton of fun to add, and I since the update, I've only been playing that and not Verdansk no more. I don't find it fun because everyone just gets their loadout, gets the same weapons, and then it's just like, who can get the better high ground and who can camp the longest, you know? It's not fun no more, and it's a real shame because, you know, at least with some of the other weapons, yes, we had the Growl, but it was counterable, and it wasn't an issue as much, anyway, as the DMR. But also it feels like, because most of these guns are Cold War weapons, they're wanting you to buy Cold War to level up the weapons, and again, it all relates back to money. It honestly just makes me not want to play Call of Duty no more, and I've seen a lot of people on Reddit saying, honestly, every thread right now is just DMR, where's Resurgence gone? Sort out the burst pistols and the MAC-10, and that's all I'm seeing. And you know, if these are all the people that are saying this, these are the people who play the game, these people aren't going to be playing the game if this continues, because it seems to be every time there's an update. It's a bit unfortunate, and I don't want to be too negative about things, but I feel like something definitely needs to be done about this game. And hopefully, I honestly thought Season 1 would have been a whole new map instead of a Dansk, and not just a little mini map. And hopefully, we'll see a whole new map soon. And I'm hoping when that comes, it'll be like Season 7 of Apex, and it'll add a whole new birth into the game. But they really, really need to sort out the weapon balancing along with that, because if they don't, I feel a lot of people are going to just stop playing it, and it will have a very short lifespan, which is a shame, because honestly, when this game came out, it was so much fun. It was so different as a battle royale, because it played like Call of Duty, and everyone loved it. And obviously that's, you know, that's visible through the player count. I think there's 75 million people playing it, or that was the last player count I could find. And that's a lot of people. A lot of people enjoy this game, but what's going to keep them playing if the game is just plagued with the same weapon, the same map, a ton of glitches, and it all just comes down to money? And do you have cold water? Do you have money to buy weapon blueprints? If you don't, you're already at a disadvantage. So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave that there. This was some gameplay I've got off Rebirth Resurgence the other week, but I just wanted to put out a little video. I know it's quite negative. It's not my usual stuff, but I feel something definitely needs to be done, and the whole issue of Warzone just needs to be addressed. And the longer people keep giving them money, the more they'll get away with this, and it's a real shame. It's honestly a real shame. But anyway, I'll be back to my normal content, hopefully, after this one. It was something I just wanted to get out there, but thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.